And with this episode, you find out that there are no miracles. I feel that that was a proper way to start this off, and I thought that Michael would say something afterwards, but never mind.
I tried to think of something else to say because they kind of went around it a way to where it kind of circled over the meaning behind the blue rose, which is either impossible or the miracle. And in all honesty, not necessarily the outcome of this episode, but how it happened.
That
Shocking.
episode, it was a very shocking episode. Like, they do have a lot going for them. This anime is definitely doing something. It's pushing past its boundaries by doing, I don't know what it's doing, honestly, because I didn't expect any of this.
Now, we're not going to go off and talk about what the outcome was, because quite frankly the plot just demands that Slane's the victor. We're not going to discuss how this happened. We might probably do it around once episode 8 or 9 comes off, when we do a video like we did last week of Aldnoah and start actually talking about the plot if we felt like it. But we're going to leave that off for later, just because we're cool like that. We don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, and if you want a discussion, like if you've seen the episode and you want a discussion, go right ahead and comment. Like, I'm telling you that now, to actually comment, and I will discuss with you in the comments, most definitely. But this episode was spectacular. You get to see on both warring fronts that Slane and Inaho are basically strategical geniuses. They know full well what they're doing. Except, you see, Slane puts a little bit more emotion into it because he actually kind of has more of a drive than Inaho does. Inaho just knows that he's going to be victorious. Slane was actually doubting himself there. There are no miracles, just do the impossible. To do the impossible is something that most anime characters do, but there's always a sense of, like, there's always this unrealistic aspect to it. Whereas when it came to Slane and his victory, it had like slight realism to it. Like, it didn't seem one-sided. Not at all. Like, I would say frickin' everything else is kind of one-sided.
I'm
because
tempted.
you just
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one, but the duel was epic.
The duel was epic. It was well thought out, and yet again, this anime shows that it's like, you know, true glory honestly lies behind the characters rather than just the story itself. And the advancement after the end credits, well, we're not spoiling that for you, but the plot advancement after the end credits has just hit maximum overdrive. There's no running away now, because when the truth is revealed to Slane of all people, oh man, it's gonna go down. Especially with some of what happened. Oh, it was a gripping episode. I was like, what the fuck at the end, and I was screaming yes after the credits. So you can tell that there's some stuff going on.
Now, before we wrap up the video, I did want to say one thing, and I actually kind of mentioned it in our video. It's probably actually, in all honesty, going to be released after we do our discussion video that we're doing right now. But the one thing that I've noticed a lot of people have said about Aldnoah Zero since the start of the anime itself was that the main character Inaho really he shows no emotion. And people kind of bother about that because of the fact that he has no plot development. Or really, that's what they think about it towards him. And in all honesty, I feel that lack of emotion he shows is more so just kind of like a self-defense for him. Because in all honesty, during the main battle with the Terrans, versus the Aldnoah in this episode before the duel, you actually got to see a little bit of emotion from Inout. And I butchered his name again like I have all night. But yeah. Would you agree to that?
Yeah.
So with that said, we're probably going to end this video. We're going to make this one a little quickly. We're going to make this video actually a little quickie just because we don't really want to spoil the outcome of this anime and make it another Akame got killed on accident. So we're just going to leave it off that. And you want me to kick it off this time and end it,
Yeah.
Fally?
Yep.
So with that said, feel free to like, comment, and share this video, and also feel free to subscribe to our content. We're going to try to get videos up as much as possible and do whatever I can. So with that said, this is ATA, and we're signing out.